Good evening, good evening, good evening. Etiefo me mamunyinara akwaba e de ba fa hodie show. One subscribe to my YouTube account, please do so. Don't wait too long. Join the family over there and we're going to be talking about a whole lot of stuff. And then Michelle Kombi, I hope say unsa kan wo de. Onu a wabe join me. Mesre say obe share video yi. Nia edi kan. Let's listen to these announcements, but call somebody to call as someone for another person to also call somebody. Safena wabaswa ene yeba be ye nchirechiremu bi. But first, let's hear this.
Money everywhere around the world. No fees, no charges, easy to navigate system. Money is received instantly and no charges, hassle free.
Ori a wohwe memema wakwa aba nia edi kan nkaebo edi eto aso eye we nso mede ma ansa na ya to aso.
John Dramani Mahama to all Ghanaians in Canada. The time has come for John Dramani Mahama to visit Canada, and the date is set for October the 22nd, with arrangement made by NDC Canada chapter for every Ghanaian to join John Dramani Mahama for lunch at Delta Plaza Hotel, located at 655 Dixie Road in Toronto. Don't miss out on this opportunity with your inquiries for John Dramani Mahama. This is the time to get closer and be part of future Ghana you've all been waiting for. Get your ticket and reserve your seat with John Dramani Mahama for lunch with your inquiries. The day will be packed with information you wouldn't want to miss. Bring your ideas for the man of hour, listen to his visions and his aspiration for 2024 and beyond. Contact any of the numbers showing on your screen to reserve your ticket today.
Don't miss it, don't miss it, don't miss it. Etiefo say afena waba. Ene ye ba be chire mu, eya Kevin Taylor no. Obe chire nieme mu a ontie the scripture. Kevin Taylor read the scripture no kra. You see, baby a Kevin Taylor e free ba no. Ni refi say Jesus Christ kra no. Ansa na odi asem bema enkrofo no. Ansa na Jesus Christ, ansa na nipa beti asem na je odidi. Kevin Taylor betena ho ana na adwen ni say the way a baby a na adwene wo no eya na ofo se Ghana fo nyina adwene etesa. Kevin Taylor ye na me ba be chire niemem. Ena no Kevin Taylor chire ye nieme bi mu efa yen Danpare IGP Danpare plan anase plot anase po a NPP for afa Danpare IGP Danpare ho na baby a Kevin Taylor di asem ni free no eya onim se NPP for no omo no se enye so omuti aduane ho obi se so omo de otwe na ntwie aponche ebesi akunwa no so NPP akunwa no so be vote ama no that means say osese ono onya ni fufu bi di a oyo okay ena ye be chire niam Kevin Taylor chire mu no Ghana fo ante ase ye enti ene no mene wo ba be sign class bi wo ho ase de meka no se anko tutor bi ho na wan san ko back to professor na say wo teacher no ho a ade no nte ase enti ene as a tutor for Kevin Taylor ye ba be chire niam mu ye be chire mu na wate ase ye epo a NPP for afa ewo Danpare ho. Now this, in order for you to come up with this way concept, and I say for you to find out this truth, ajiwe Kevin Taylor, you need to be in a sound mind in order for your brain to work. People like Kevin Taylor, no, before they can come up, they are not Ghanaian journalists. In order for you to critically analyzed or since CIA for Kevin Taylor since CIA, to tell you the truth. The man is more than CIA because it only takes CIAs and also an investigative journalist like Anasimo in order for them to sit and analyze how everything started to arrive at baby a Kaventela edibedu yeno. So when you sound minor, so if you are bothered like Ghanaians are, said yes ya ha Ghana for na Kaventela no ya obechechere ni mu a eya ni refi se enye Ghana for enuane omudi no enye enu bi no onu di wa America ho. Kaventela ucheche ni mu eya to obo ase. Because Jesus Christ in podi asamne ba no oma enipa no oma omo mana or change bread of loaf into any fish in honiamaniama. Hey, you have not given anybody away brodoni way biara way abodo obi abodo biana oti ho na odi nsem ne guso sa amanfo mon share video no moma video no kwa kire ba moma ye nchi etiefo Adekai TV akwaba Johannes akwaba ena forgive agboza akwaba obibi a wohwe me bia me ma wakwaba ena moma ye ntie ni Kaventela na opa kire ene da na o kire IGP said NPP fuo aplane ade no na sa asem we bi asi wo kromu hadaw Kaventela we genius nia Kaventela Ghana fo ne te hwa comedy omo journalist fo omo te Ghana comedy omo ene Ghana fo a yehwe ye nyina ye gugu obi a ye busy obi adwene anko everybody is so busy on say when you are so much looking to get otamphobia one hwe ye na emra na wokoche sa nipa no fo se sa da na wanya no basanka woto obo ase di ma wadwene enya ho ntobo ase kakra nka obehu se sa da no otamfo no kurade bia wohia sa de kodie no so not every time ena hu obi ase oyo otamfo some days bo I say woto obo ase so what you say so it would only take Kaventela. The people, the journalists in Ghana, they are too hungry. People are too hungry. Obi numuni omo mukeka ho omote ho a oma men a omuntimi nka ekufuado ne katasuche proye ni eniama boni a baby ekuro na kodu sese no. They are too hungry to talk. They are too hungry. They are too disturbed to be sound-minded in order for them to do this homework and see say edano mo che say nipa na omofo say onipa ne ye wotamfo no say na sa da no ense say wo che no te say de David nya so na wanya so pa na so la da sesa nka odi sekan bi pa na onya satisfaction. That is nature of a man. So wonya obi pa wo se we de manya nkofofo say wonya Danpare ba mameka se mi kire mo we are playing the game, the scheme of the one who wants Ghana to be down, one who wants to destroy Ghana. No, if we don't watch her, we are going to hand them a weapon to kill you even more. And Kaventela, it only takes Kaventela to come up with this, to find this thing out. Oh, it's only American CIA, so and they use intelligence, they use machines, they use a lot of gadgets. In order for them to find this out, it only took a brainer, a Ghanaian journalist, a brainer for him to leave Ghana. So, woof to Ghana, by this time, you can never come up with what Kaventela came up with. Let's listen to Kaventela and understand what Kaventela is trying to teach us here.
After a Senate election, police focus on election course through their communicators and even their leadership. You see, after election, Claire said they don't want IGP. Now, at the end of the day, Ghana Yati Committee, we are playing the game into the hands of the NPP. This whole thing of IGP Co. Who is behind IGP Co? Who, at the end of the day, is going to benefit, say, IGP Co? Audio now started this controversy, what was it about? It was all about IGP Co. Now, it is looking like what the people wanted in Bukri Nabu's office is what is going to happen. maybe you're taking time to analyze this whole thing. We are all against the things that happened in Bukit Abu's office, the revelations we had. So the revelations we were all against. We were all saying it is bad. Now, at the end of the day, the NPP is...
I want for say, maybe you miss the beginning now. Maybe, you see, it takes genius to actually trace the steps of your enemy. It takes genius like Kevin Taylor. But me say Kevin Taylor no eya na odi nsem ni begu ho a eya na ni refi ni ho so ne Ghana for na ekasa. So I'm going to take time to explain it to you. It only takes a sound-minded person and someone who can analyze with a critical view for him to come up with this. I'm telling you, say Ghana for Ghana. You see, it didn't only took a say not to Kevin Taylor. It didn't take a say not alone. You see, IGP also is playing a very safe plan. Yeah, the IGP be see what so on the Juma, but IGP had to play or is smarter than the Kufuado, but the Kufuado mo are dumb. In fact, they are blind. When we near DC, ye Jean Mensa, you know, a bodam, I had to say, Obi ayasumano na yaman we titeno na we omo yes ye ekrosuma omo ko di bonnet said there e mara ye hwehwe Saddam Hussein they don't use intelligence titeno ne ye ma omo ganja no ma bodam omo nsura de onum ganja on nsura de na we no ahahan no ano ohye. So now they send those people omo bodam. So Usha Jean Mensa now she's behaving like Obia Wabodam, but IGP is playing safe. So it didn't just took a say not for NPP to know say IGP is being too safe. So they didn't like IGP because Juma is IGP no so yen Wabodamu. But IGP was playing safe. I want for share video no munti asem we ye. Kevin Taylor no wa mamu benku wa mamu dokono Jesus Christ kura mama na nti na de ye di konkonte asi hu. De bia me ka kire o say eya na ye say ye de niam asi hu ansa na ye de asem na ba. Ono no ofo say obi adwene no we na no kan ye o say omo ye stake bi oba ni stake ni enjo kakra Kevin Taylor enyo obi a na o wa abotere say ni stake beju o ye wi stake no wo mereko efi anwanum. Say what you say ye need time Ghana ni aso ahye Ghana ni enimere. So IGP from the beginning of when demonstrations in Kokosui, IGP was expected to play radical with Ghanaians. IGP was expected, say, Obeka no with everything, but IGP is a smart guy. IGP is not dumb. IGP was just a remote control that Kufuado mo pese omo yusu no say way, but IGP was playing too safe for their liking. They want people like Jean Mensa Bodam. So they planted all this thing and made it seems like a IGP and yet Obia or your way. So they handed IGP to the enemy. Theo, they handed IGP to the enemy to make sure say or so that is what Kevin Taylor is trying to explain. So Kevin, based on the video audio they have now gotten a committee and a booking made more munti at the end na minchirim and ye babe chirichirim ye beto Kevin Taylor at the end so
that at the end of the day the omo panel and as a Ghana for ye intended IGP at the end of the day is going to go in front of the committee. The probability and possibility of IGP being kicked out of office is high, all because indirectly we have all supported the NPP agenda from Bukit Abu's office. Because the agenda started from Bukit Abu's office, and the end game say IGP be In Tewaa, Ghana, I want to ask you a simple question. Who is the beneficiary to this matter? IGP, there's recordings, Bugri Nabu officer. Who is the beneficiary? The beneficiary is the NPP. The beneficiary is Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia, who is the chairman of the police council. Obega said, why are you bringing Baumia in this? I'll show you. Into what we are doing, we don't know what it had, I am trying to let you understand the plot was to take care of IGP. The plot was that IGP or the plot was NPP policemen met in Bugri Nabu's office to plot against Danpare. Now, saying now we are against the NPP policemen who are plotting against Danpare. Why are we today giving Danpare out to them to do what initially they wanted to do? Because from the beginning, it was all about plotting against Danpare. So, see, you do not plot against Danpare, but come Danpare about to plotting him. And who is the beneficiary? The beneficiary here is the NPP.
Kevin, Kevin tell because now okay, I say the probability and the probability, like it is a mathematics. It is I say science for an MPP to actually comprehend what you are trying to say. You see, IGP now, omo plotted. The first one plot in the way audios about out was some policemen plotting against IGP. But remember, say IGP was supposed to do a certain things. Right now, there's a 2024 election coming up. What Kevin Taylor is trying to say, simple way, and say IGP nankasano. And niama na esesan ko yema NPP for no. He did not do it as they wanted him to do. You see, there were so many demonstrations and stop. They thought he was that dumb as Jean Mensah and many other people who did not give a hoops about any Ghanaians, any law, any rules, or anything like that. Into the plot against IGP Ningina was part of the plan. Muma yenti and you.
Is the Ghana government, that is Ekufuado's MPP government. It is Baumia. It is Baumia because there's something I see here, you pay attention to it. Now, as I say, some policemen have been interdicted. Nina say, I can say I interdict Tewaa. I said, say, every police me. Asamaba and a womb. Young Pesse, Sebio, Obed disrupting investigations. Our womb. Ebia, oh, two, Wakuma Bar, Ebia, Nongo police be a witness to Adia, into Agota, a committee, Akasa, we say. Ebia, oh, no, maybe a bet to me. Wakuma Soba, Obet may use it against Obino. What they do is say, you catch or say, you interdict to. Yeah, ma, privileges to be our one, we take it away from you. Send your beya, Ebia, oh, inspector, oh, COP. Won't mean access to Nyomabi. Send about the investigations will be easy. Send about the investigations will be transparent. Interdiction. And I say, when you are interdicted, it is basically to help in the transparency of a particular investigation. So interdiction, it is not to say to help in transparency. It helps a process to be more transparent. It protects you, the person, and protects whoever is involved in the investigations. So when the Ghana Police Service comes out, no more can say you are interdicting a police officer or police officers who were caught on paper. It is to the benefit of those police officers and also to help in the investigations to make it more transparent. The moment an interdiction is taken out, then it becomes opaque. Or because it becomes opaque, na afei nyoma di shema nipa sheda huni clear. Now this Danpare
at the end say audio na omu ehu yese police phobi plot against Danpare no. Na omu de asu we be limitations be to police officers na omu ete se omu plot sa ade no to investigate to say na me on betimi ahwehwe nsem nu afa de we Bawumia oye the chief in deben to the police force no omo pese omo mom no omo hwehwe ade nim but tie mistake police office police department in here say they were so quick to issued a statement of interdiction. An interdiction was to limit some access to those police officers involved. Na omo hwehwem. So what you say? So omo hwehwe nsemu so omo interdict that means you have limitation and niema who have access to you no longer have access to baby say wo kasa no ontimi nkasa but say no omo ye free omo so. Why? Because they want efikasimu ankasa to investigate. How come every institution has their own way power, their own autonomy to investigate based on a case? Eye dan na sesia interdiction no ye free omoso obi a ye de interdiction ato omoso omo say yi to make them free now. It is sesia no ekoye ti said de asem esese ye di no ewo police for no ho no sesia asem no ye kodi ewo we aban ankasa a different court. So now the police officers now no instead of them the investigation that should have came out from the police for no department, now they are stopping that. They are no longer going to investigate it until say Nia Bawumia any ekufua domo pese omoye. So you see, it only takes Kevin Tewaa or a US Army force or a police task force to understand this case. But Ghana Fuankasa, this thing is too complicated because our nature, the environments of which we are in, does not allow you to think that far. Ghana ni bi oto when as NPP 40 when akwawe obeye ni say akwawe abraka brabo right when I say way back can obeka is right lawyer way ampa was what in me pantry na say. So it is very critical. Yeah, you see, the cases that are happening in Ghana are big. They are very, very big cases for people, for our court system, for our jurisdictions and our judicial systems, for our capacity within the Ghanaian way, armed forces, or even it is too big in some. And it is too big. It is too like for Ghanaians, their capability to even solve it. You can solve yen cases in Ghana. And and cases are yet to be solved in Ghana because the people of Ghana, yen journalists are too dumb and too hungry to think. Yen court system is too corrupt to see truth. Our men are too weak to investigate. The people are too hungry to seek for more. We have nothing. It is it is a big case. They are huge cases. If you don't leave the country, so what Ghana who want to solve this problem? Even oti abruchi na ekomo dew enkofu bebre omoti abruchi ekomo diomo oti abruchi na ekomo dew you can solve this problem. It is a big case.
Bro, you see after election Claire said they don't want IGP.
Muma yentie
Booking our Bush office is what is going to happen. We were all saying it is bad. Now, at the end of the day, the NPP is playing that game that at the end of the day, the almost panel and as a Ghana for IGP at the end of the day is going to go in front of the committee. The probability and possibility of IGP being kicked out of office is high, all because indirectly we have all supported the NPP agenda from Bugri Nabu's office. Because the agenda started from Bugri Nabu's office, and the end game say IGP be in Tewaa Ghana Sisiano. I want to ask you a simple question: who is the beneficiary to this matter? IGP. There's recordings, Bugri Nabu officer. Who is the beneficiary? The beneficiary is the NPP.
Yeah. Ekromu ha say a check. And I say if there's a case to be investigated, the first thing out of forensic investigation is to find out who benefits, who is going to benefit. We don't have a name. They are puzzles. When cases are being investigated, this guy is so clever. I'm telling you, Otigana and Komokun. Kevin Taylor Tigana Kevin Taylor wo. Because Ghana from paying for a work Ghana no do not want to be defeated. Ghana ni payini or what Ghana ni payini bia is weak. They are weak-minded individuals who are in old body. Their age is in their heads. Obi can say me chireme. Say solving a mystery. They have puzzles. The first thing they have to determine and identify that will help them to get closer to now getting a name to the puzzles is who is benefiting. Say obi yera sesiya or obi family mua. They are going to look at what did that person have, and niama ejapadia beno who has interest in ne yera no. Inti die so or kunu and the first person ni kunu. What can the husband benefit from ne yera num na for the oma go one by one into their way obana bra boma na se bema no so whoever disappear why na be didi hu so obana yera bema no yera ye no why na be didi hu. So beneficiary is the first puzzle that you need to the main card ofapem wodi be hu nipa na owi a wade no why pa na komde no wo fie ho aduane we yera yi enye ne wa mene no anase ne odidi sesi ano na obefa sa aduane we na emom ne komde no no is no na say yedi yenisi ni so. So in America, when they are solving a problem, the beneficiary is the first person they are going to investigate and actually critically look into the and whereabouts and everything. Kevin Taylor is a damn genius. To tell you the truth, whoever his team is, they are doing such a wonderful job that you should envy. I'm telling you.
The beneficiary is Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia, who is the chairman of the police council. Omega said, why are you bringing Baumia in this? I'll show you. What we are doing, we don't know what it had, I am trying to let you understand the plot was to take care of IGP. The plot was that IGP was here, the plot was NPP policemen met in Bugri Nabu's office to plot against Danpare. Now, saying now we are against the NPP policemen who are plotting against Danpare. Why are we today giving Danpare out to them to do what initially they wanted to do? Because from the beginning, it was all about plotting against Danpare. Sesiano, you do not plot against Danpare, me atam Danpare by to plotting him. And who is the beneficiary? The beneficiary here is the NPP. The beneficiary here is the Ghana government. That is Ekufuado's NPP government. It is Baumia. It is Baumia because there's something I see here. You pay attention to it. Now, Seka say, some policemen have been interdicted.
Amanfo Bribine see you see from Tete. It start from Canada, Japan. On Danpare asem. You see, sexy don is another case. Emra JB Dankwa ewu no. Sexy don asem no koto Danpare. Before na Danpare was not the IGP. Muntio. IGP was put there to do a job. And IGP is not doing the job. So, Samube Kaya, Kaventela Kuran Kaya, Samube Kaya, away, Canada, Japan, ebe ranting in usual ranting, ebo IGP didn't say. Omo Pomoko bisa IGP, asamuno IGP sexy don so bo IGP din. It is a order IGP say IGP nkofa we nkoye we non famra non hwese say ni say akavente we Canada Japan mekan. So from Teteno, first of all, they were hoping say IGP will do something to kill that case. IGP didn't do it. It's not just a thing. It has been since the beginning. And not to know more IGP way innovation be at say or your man so ma IGP be yes celebrity Ghana. Or you know munche video no asem way say ye fifi mu ye. Muntie so IGP no he was not liked because he was supposed to do a certain things. To so bodamni and a 1 year.
Akase we say ebi awo nyoma bia ebetumi wakomashoba obetumi use it against obino. What they do is say you catch us say you interdict you ma nyoma privileges bia awo no we take it away from you. Send ye be ya ebi awo ye inspector we CO.
So the policemen who were plotting against IGP, they interdicted them. Now police for now I intervene or investigating asemono. After the asemono akodane asem foforo NPP way the government himself is investigating. So now they have lifted the interdiction from those police. So say as a case akodi me friend is a committee enim ewo we Parliament House. My friend is a Parliament House. Jubilee House. Say omo no mukwa akodi asem no say asem na akodi opɛ mu ankasa nensa ne opese oyi IGP nankasa di no eye bawumia NPP nankasa de we Akufo-Addo mu ankasa no say asem na akodi omo nsa asem na eje enti akoya te say de na say mo na mo se mo mpe IGP say asem no ye babe. So it is so clever. These people are so good at still I'm telling you. So what we NPP Nicola Menua ese wusro ho.
So when the Ghana Police Service comes out, no more say you interdicting a police officer or police officers who were caught on paper. It is to the benefit of those police officers and also to help in the investigations to make it more transparent. The moment an interdiction is taken out, then it becomes opaque. Or because it becomes opaque, na afei nyoma bi shema nipa sheda hu clear. Now this Danpare audio issues here akwako see and akwako pie committee anymore parliament no. We are all here and it is say the Ghana Police Service they have sent an instruction out. Said say police for your interview or parliament, your job voice will reduce audio, they should be interdicted. So when you read the document, this is what it says. Maybe you know where it's heading. Now you tell the Ghana Police Service and release this statement to me. You pay attention. I am showing you the plot. What the NPP, the Omamaya it is going to favor them. The NPP, they have led us to a ditch indirectly. They did not lead us in person. We led their shadow. And they use their shadow. We follow their shadow without knowing they themselves, Omangasa physical being. NPP4 have led us to go and slaughter Danpare. Because Oman for physical being a buyer, Oman may follow their shadow. So you cannot say NPP the general no more side way, but a NPP shadow. So they are leading us to where we didn't want to go in the first place. They are leading us to be not in the first place they wanted to be. The decision they wanted to take. And that decision is manifesting through this investigation now. And the interdiction has been cancelled. Now, on the 7th of September 2023, that time now court, a parliament committee here in Ekoso, that police for the cancel. Yeah, the police for release statement say the police service has interdicted Commissioner of Police COP Mr. George Alex Mensah, Superintendent Mr. Emmanuel Eric GB, and Superintendent Mr. George Lysander Asari in connection with the audio tape which has become a subject matter of investigations by Parliament. Almost any police for Bakache say police for bear and 9 Omunyinano yade tabuna to omuso if you say a jumedia echoes of Parliament omuhubum yetia no be any sankofu you and your police for the Bakache say sankofu omuhubum in some echoes of Parliament nim me economy also a police for intelligence and the interdiction is to make way for disciplinary proceedings into their conduct in line with police service regulations. In terms of the Kodientia, the Tabula to Sani Panai will soon say, send your bear, Bema, Pepeyo, any Omojuma Muribetu Massacre at the Cotia, at the Potia, Omuye, and written a police for Tnas, and we say, Sir, police for and 9 years, said Diano, you have for Tabuna and Tuomoso. It was police for Greece and San Akufi, Assistant Commissioner of Police on an Sasha. That means this decision wasn't taken by community policemen. It wasn't taken by a corporals, and I say lance corporal, and I say even district police commanders. So this was taken by the police heads, right? This is the 7th. Now the same day, which is the same 7th, we got another release from the police. The same day, Anopano say, almost transparency. Nipa na bi hu bom enti the tabrato omo so omo fo modwumenguo ne ahwehwe nsem no the same day and the police are releasing another statement the same day their statement no release here omo say update on police interdiction of the 3 officers after omo say omo say the update aba omo the sakrabia sabim and the sakraya ben omo say following the interdiction of COP Mr. George Alex Mensah, Superintendent Mr. Emmanuel Eric GB, and Superintendent Mr. George Lysander Asari in connection.
You see, by now, we are Ghana near, say who say, NPP for move bia or Ghana. They took every institutions in Ghana and made it their own game platform. You see, Abrofo we discover different platforms to build something, to create jobs, to make ways for different means. Abrabobe easy no. NPP government has taken Ghana, every area, every institution, every area from the Supreme Court all the way to the bottom of baby and nkwala say omukoto aba has been their game there because say nkwala bia omanya game toy amfe ni agro mu nkwala brem anase akola bia omfa baby mfo eni agro da because madam fo bi kan emra ne maame edi baby mfo sa be ewe toy nkwala baby mfo bre no emra na ne maame wa brocho wo Ghana ne nana sa baby fo no ye de akoshe baby ti ne nana etimi yusu sa baby fo no e man kwala en wo mantem wo nyina be ko nsuo akwala bia opese wo di baby fo no be di agoro no age uko nsuo na maame na koyi baby fo no na ode abesi wanim na chese wo de di agoro kakra sa na NPP fo afa Ghana wo sa na NPP fo afa wo court room sa na NPP fo afa dia now omo dia a check down to your right wo ne wo pe any ama esese wo no NPP4 has been able to now played in every area afane say omo platform to play iti interdiction a limited police for na no mo plotting against Danpare for investigation. Unlimited of certain privileges, just so investigation can go on for transparency. No, a sign order from above. Parliament, investigation because the policemen with interdiction. They were going around talking and saying, Tio, and a police force a munshashe, munyi ye idea when interdiction. It has rules. You have things you can do, when you have given an interdiction. When they interdict you, there are certain limitations to a certain things. Esanium and Baumiamu person we yentino, ye interdiction, and I say we freeze the same cramming. Share. Every area in Ghana right now has turned into a playing flock. Somewhere NPP can just play because they know say who Ghana name. We don't have anybody in Ghana. Or come forward, there's nobody in Ghana. Let's listen to what Kevin Tewaa, because this is a job for some investigative department. This is a job for Ghana for Nisha. In fact, Ghana ni uja wenimu jano kwa. You are weak, just as your system now work Ghana. We are weak. Ghana ni bi eni wo kan asem di so. Ghana ni bi aka asem in perfume ho no, or ye beg ti se kraman or ya de chi so enu ano no akoda. You see, this Danpare, it only takes genius like this guy to see what NPP is actually doing. Let's listen.
With the leaked audio tape, the police administration would commence disciplinary proceedings into their conduct upon completion of the ongoing probe by Parliament. I'm saying, yeah, the echoes of Parliament, no, I'm going to do only two from 80 audio near the idea, no, I'm going to say, Sa tabuno na obodo to police for so say yes so that the same day in some per se Parliament for ye omodwuma ansa na omo wi a omedwene wo so omde tabuno ba beto omo so ana so mo fa to omo so. Remember, first time omde tabuno to omo so omo say it was for transparency, to make sure say the process and the investigations becomes transparent. Say ne be ya prepare yo ene the same day, almost have a catch so almost say taboo nefu. If it's a taboo no, you know, a bed bomb parliament, I obejuma. Say in order not to prejudice the ongoing probe, the police administration has suspended their interdiction. Almost say you guys a prejudice, and I say prejudicial. You guys a prejudice. I say, I don't know, what attain crampo and sang you can't seminal. You guys say we are and I said prejudicial, and I said you are taking an action which is prejudicial, prejudicial. Niyan say what didn't kebu asem and son ebe bu asem no. It also at the kudintia omo sa tabu ne fi omo no say omo pese tabu no obede to omo so no ebe bu asem na son na parliament bu asem no. In the police ne person mo kire say omo action no take here no enye right. Action of interdiction that is supposed to bring transparency, no, it is all right. Action of interdiction and to prepare your down and you're right. Predetermine the case. Prejudice. They don't want to predetermine. They don't want to determine the case before the case is determined. And Sunday dia semono. In Tesiano, Embrana also with this dia semono fenchimo, yefro, parliament indi, Nasane Beya, Omuni Tabuni police for us. Now the question here is simple. One day, the Ghana Police Service is releasing 2 statements. The question I want to say, what informed the first statement? What thinking went into it? I didn't in the cool because they gave the reason why.
We say, what Ghana, even the judges in court, they are the things in them, right? In order for you to be kron and I say upright, there must be nothing within you. In ansana obe hu asem mu pefein no, ensese bribi ewo mu and I say show mu and I say o pe bribi and I say wo konkra edo bribia. Inti enkwafo mu di asem wo court no. there's a special strength, understanding, belief, and need for Asamono in order for them to see the case the way it is. So judges, anything a judges get paid high, big time amount. Anything a certain people, they don't compromise their safety or payment because they don't want them to be compromised. Share Ghana one, yeni genius wa Ghana. In fact, obi ehu nye hu e Ghana. O kan so within ni hu o within ni hu nye hu obi okum nipa ne hu nye hu. Obi okum nipa ne hu nye hu cause ono obewu just like he did to somebody. Into within ni hu nye hu. Onim nipa ne hu. Onipa hu asem mu se de ensam tie ana ne hu. Onipa oye mra omra nipa ne hu. In order for you to see this thing and ask yourself a question, you see, when you're watching Unsolved Mysteries and Mystery and Police and someone add there, it tells you how much a human being is complicated, and we are the most brilliant thing, more than machine, because machine and a machine be function. It took a brainer, someone to create the machine. And I said, audit that intelligence, whatever they want the machine to do, however they want the machine to respond, that is what is inputted into the machine. It's a in some solve people who solve problem are thinkers. And answer now bet me a solve a problem. No? You must not have the problem. You must not hide the problem. As I say, wumu, and I say asamono. As I say, who are so many perfectly in Ghana, the judges and the police in Ghana, Penini, court away clocks, bank managers, name them judges, the supreme attorney generals, they are incapable. Ghanaians, not one person is free and has nothing who can dissect a case into what Ghana wouldn't me and come up with this. I'm telling you because Ghana has so much need. Ghana share this man or say or no one take a bribe but over China de obefa. In this country, it is a crime for a politician to take a gift from people of interest. My friend say your subject people you are providing service to, you are taking away. It's what Ghana near Caventella I explain one. It does not take an average person on to say that oh yeah NPP ni mameka semichro ya do ko ba fam asem we because wumu no eniema ewo no eniema ewo no eniema eye complicated eniema empene ma wunhu asem mu se de asem tie. It takes a sound-minded individual to see this case as the way it is. Aye mobo, aye esefem, aye areho. Se Ghana akodu sese, akodu se de Ghana akodu. You see, enura kaventela church ade ebimu. Now for the first time, I saw say yempeinfo a draw constitution, they were not foolish people. In fact, it is a situation that makes a person foolish. It is an environment that makes a person a fool. But a person, an inbuilt, an innate, our inbuilt abilities are clean and clear. It is just natural, nature. We are environmental. And human beings are so pure, like a sand, like a snow, like anything that comes from, like an ensure, it is pure, unless it's polluted with some substance or other things mixed up with it. Human beings are supposed to be pure. And then our constitution, when the ministers are Akufo-Addo baye, obe appointed. This is the case of Danpare. Danpare is using the human way kakra, reasoning kakra. Say, bonne no kro obedia, on pese ehun da ho sa. NPP on the other side don't want that. Omo per bodam to say Jean Mensa. Jean Mensa ni Jean Mensa ye neno. Eye bodam ni eno actesa because you have conscience. But obodam ni any conscience. Ni awa bodam oni conscience. And they were expecting a way sexy don't to disappear. Kennedy Japan is one of them. Other people wanted IGP to do certain things to block any other way. Ni Ghana for can be IGP should not IGP ye bonikakra or ye motoromu job. IGP ye motoromu job. I didn't know I agree. But then he doesn't want to do it. Send ye be who better ho Ghana for and onuswa or penny fame no. IGP likes his fame. Let's cut it a spade to a spade. IGP pay or person what afaha na osam belong to the NPP, but NPP pay bodam ni nia wa bodam nia obeya ade ne te se de tete we ye shi ye mamu soldiers for no. They did not use intelligence to go and catch obi te se Saddam Hussein or ye man ganja ye man drobone okwa unsura de okwa se zizim no akosi ufie wa bodam no reasoning. It is the same way as the way NPP appoints ministers, judges, court judges. Because Usha, the history, Judge Rollins be appointee 11, Atamils 3, John Dramani Mahama ni Atamils be appointee 3, and John Dramani did 4, Becca 7. Addition, NPP nkwa ba ya. King Kind Koshe over 20 something. Bodam because the constitution, although did not put a number on it, but they expected everybody to be a Ghanaian first to have conscience. Wade nyina ho kwan na so enye ni nyina na fata yen. Ekufuado don't know this. NPP people, anyone who accepts to be NPP pena, you are now losing in touch. You are losing touch with reality. The minute you go into NPP, now you lose touch with reality. After the obidin kosiasam kurana, NPP din kosiasam kurana, you become blind. I have to say nose blind. When you sit around shit for too long, now you start to smell like a shit. So you don't anything stinking, you don't smell it. You become a nose blind, and that is what NPP has become now. So IGP was put there to do a certain things, and NPP doesn't want IGP anymore. They want Obia wa bottom to say Tewaa Muntia Samono. So now, no, you see, the public now has now. I just say will be so much. Time will be so much. Na fe di okosha ya. Say your worst enemy. What time now say you are now going to give obi ana insesanka your worst enemy obetu wani no not the worst enemy no onya sa nipa kro na wo time na onya ni wi obenya ho kwan even higher away. You see, I don't know how I should explain to you. When you hate someone so much, now woman you're better of you. Now you don't get a hold of now you are going to play into your worst enemy because guess what? You hate somebody, but then someone also hates you. Send your witching. But guess what? Send nipani hiyan nipana wotan na kakrano. No de nyawo ho kwan. Se sana Ghana fo aye ye ni IGP. Muntie. Send ya meka ye wontiete mu de na ade no se ye ko check here.
First statement. So who were the people who sat down to say you're interdicting Kofu we are to parliament and who again sat down and said let us take the interdiction off. Let me tell you, Danpare, whatever is happening in the police force today, he has no power over it. Mahamudu Bawumia and the NPP, including Kennedy Muniade, they all don't want Danpare. reason why they lifted that interdiction that they themselves stated will help in the transparency in the investigations, it was because Oman lifted that interdiction now. What was going to happen? And they say we will get people at the end of the day committing themselves. Danpare would have been exonerated. The reason why we are saying is the chairman of the police council, instructions, the first statement that came out, it came from the Ghana Police Service. The second statement that came, interdiction, it came from Mahmoud Bawumia and the police council, which Bawumia is the boss. What they want to do is they want to prove to Ghana for say Danpare cannot be trusted. If they had not lifted this interdiction, Danpare would never come in front of the committee. Into Mahmoud Bawumia and the NDC, NPP, any Akufo-Addo, what they want to do now is they want to embarrass Danpare. They want to throw him to the dogs. They want Ghanaians to not to believe in Danpare again because we're Ghanaian. That's the way follow this committee proceedings, sir. You already have something in your head. Said Danpare is super corrupt. Danpare is not somebody who's supposed to lead a corrupt police department. It does not matter what Danpare will say tomorrow in front of the committee, in front of Ghanaians. Danpare has already been what?
I want for many assume be free as some years why. You see, Oko baby na se so be to ne bafo na de kakra. Na so obi abodje se ehia na so obi we ya na wasansuo na wo de asi wudie ho. Mo se mo hu ne asi wo Cecilia Dapa abrabom no. Eno bi na asi wo Danpare abrabom no. You see, NPP people, namukai Dr. Frempong. Dr. Frempong, na ononso, oni NPP for eko didi ye, na oni omo kotun se didi ye, chire no yin insano. You cannot be motoro mujo. You cannot also play with the devil and expect you to be playing a nice person. You need to go in it full way. So Danpare, according to say now, no, they are giving Danpare to his own enemies now. Ghana has been able to now almost so Danpare. They wanted Danpare to do a certain job, and Danpare why on ya dear said the open. So say no. Instead of say police for no ebedi o masem committee mo kai say Katie Hammond esan say na Akufo-Addo mpese obeyi yen the financial finance minister no and o share that committee sa no mo koye Danpare no. Danpare is going to go in front of committee, and who are in charge of the committee? NPP. They are in charge of the committee to embarrass Danpare. But I don't feel bad for Danpare. But Ghana Fui, one scenario no analysis be and I say the way be a me mamu say one she ya one what your worst enemy ye back more. And this is the case of Danpare. Oni awosha in your own personal life, Onse Nyankopon kan se mi se wo ye hia ye hye wo ye nyuna ye nyunu na motoro mu jodie opinigu. You see, Cecilia Dapa in the same case. Cecilia Dapa was good. Cecilia Dapa was a very good person, a woman. Na esanka enka oye papa eko na oye consistently good person. But Cecilia Dapa turned into motoro mu jo. And the same thing as Danpare by nature. You can tell, say, Danpare is not a bad person. But Danpare has now played himself. You see, one thing about Akufo-Addo must say, any good person that comes closer becomes corrupt. Anybody that is good. Once you go, Sana, Dr. Frempong, a renowned doctor, a whole world with such a resume. Someone na Ghana for na etete na Ghana for na na oye adwuma ma omo. This man was the first surgeon, open heart surgery. Sergeant, Sanka, ene bonidina shadie, corrupt attached to his name. So, Ghana for say, ye Jimmy Pua, Mama Yensi and Yansan say, the world will shake himself. The world is going to align itself. No matter how much you pollute the world explodes to align themselves back to its own shape. Many Ghana for Ghana say nipa moral values are gone. We no longer have moral values now. Say pepepe no bronsam oyusu yeah. They spit you out, they chew you, they spit you out. You are no longer useful to them, just like hopeless adoye. So baby onfa. Many other people would let themselves to be used by mere powerful men and women. Our Ghana, someone with dignity. As some yet today, I see things so clear in my head. Me say, in order for you to analyze this thing, you must be you must have a sound mind. So what bodama, in order for you to see through things, and so what be womu, et say akwala antina nyankopon osama away analogy being so say, in order for you to see the kingdom of God, you must be like a child. You must not sense fear. You must not hinder anything. Nothing should be in you, so you can soar. First time I made an jina ice. Ice so skate. Yakwako skating. First time, media kola bebre. Almost see so first time. Esansa kolano ehu eninimu. Esansa kolano oni any thought. They have not experienced panic before. They have not, nobody has disappointed them before, so they trust in the world around them. Would you almost see so ehu akola ekoto bibimu onhu say eye dangerous. And no one say oko. Ti mede me bani see ice ne so asehede akola ina skating or skating. Me di shoe skating we ni share. The way I'm a course straight in, I can say yes so easy. Intimacy me sketi ya check. Intimacy me buy ya me ba to from say gura ehu achichere me ma. Me na maka skating we no so eyes no so afa de intimi come anim bio. Onu a me ne wo ka say, hwe. Ne ekoso wo Ghana ne yemfa nsu enyansa why. Ne ekoso no be holistic. You see, a man has no nature. What a man has is a history. Many anoma moshami, Mamma Ghana. Don't look at Ghana. Don't let it determine who you are. Ghana yet tanya a bone, and near me cost no bone. Our Ghana. In fact, and no integrity, no moral values. The people will do anything for anything. They say, Ghana, but do not let that determine who you are. Because they are great men. Omama omuhu kwan. Ama ene look at Danpare. Yadene kwa kujina akola. Chochofe ba wumia. Yadene kwa kujina obiti se Kennedy Japan enim. Na so IGP ni police force no. Na ebikura na ebimu afeno yesuma na ebimu no munam Libya kwan mu. Tie mi o. Na afene na ebimu nam Libya kwan mu afuru mipo. And then look at IGP. Let's finish the way.
All that they wanted to do was to bring Danpare in front of the camera to embarrass him. Because Mahamudu Bawumia Kufuor, they don't want to enter election 2024 with Danpare as the IGP. Never. Now let me tell you, the idea here is they really want to bring Tewaa and the Danpare back. They want to use this committee to try everything possible, because whether we like it or not, and today I was talking to my team. Do you remember any ex-police IGP boss? Do you remember even a regional commander? Before Danpare came to office, Ultimate Regional Commander 14, the Greater Accra Regional Commander, you don't know him. Do you know the Ashanti regional commander? You don't know him. Danpare came into the police force and shadowed everybody. Danpare was able to buy the sympathy of Ghana for. It would take the hand of the executive to strip Danpare of that kind of respect in Ghana for man. So what?
Just like they did to Dr. Dr. Frempong Boateng, just like that. You see, they had to throw him in jail. Just to strip him, because why? He brought in a findings to expose Galamsey. So Danpare also. Danpare was a popular IGP. Danpare do her. He's been, and they cannot just fire him. They had nothing on him. So it was to plot all these things, and Ghanaians to agree with it. So what they want to do was to strip the man of his fame, because he came, just like Kevin Taylor said, and he got the sympathy or the love from the whole Ghanaian people. Danpare, no Nicola Chakwemo, Danpare, any person, no one to me, just like that. But the thing is that Danpare was also loving the fame and loving the acceptance of the public. So Danpare was not going the pace they want him to go. Again, it's not just a saying nothing. Having a good and a secure and very protected election. It was a successful election. They think it was Danpare. They are blaming Danpare. Yeah? Obi biara. Only incompetency of people is what makes them not see the reality of what they should grow from. So they blaming Danpare for saying not the one election. But guess what? Canada, Japan also wanted Danpare to do some job for the sexy dong regarding sexy dong about JB Dankwai Wono. You see, there's so many things underneath that they wanted Danpare. Omo pe Danpare obodam to say the Jean Mensa obodam no to say the lawmakers no omo ministers na bubu adamo a way e levy Ghana for kikan ya obi enfi no the same way they wanted people just to act dumb, crazy, foolish, don't care about what Ghanaians say. And Danpare was Motoromujo when it comes to what they want Danpare to do. And that is the case. They want to bring a Tewaa way Adodankwa.
Ekufuor is doing. He's working through the police council with Bawumia in the shadows to destroy Danpare to the point where Ghanaians will say, yes, let Danpare go. That one, you will not say NPP did it. You will say that Danpare caused his own death. Then they will bring their own person to run 2024 for them. So what the NPP is doing is simple. From day one, you see audio biaba, you be to Danpare, and then so audio now we are against. We are today pushing Danpare into that same audio to make sense for Danpare to be kicked out. It is NPP, it is Bawumia, it is Ekufuor. They are using a shadow hand to sell what they want to us, because they cannot come and tell us that they don't want Danpare. They cannot come and tell you, say, NPP, if you have realized, the NPP is speaking in undertone. They don't want to lead that campaign of Danpare should be kicked out. The chairman of the committee in parliament, why would you take the decision to go on radio to speak on a case that is before you? You've already heard the IGP. Why do you think Atachia is having a radio tour? It is because they are preparing the people's mind that Danpare is already guilty before he's guilty.
Onia Oshame, this is as simple as that. It is as simple as that. These people are playing the game of UK politics and US politics. The most two dangerous politics that we've ever had in the history of humanity. UK politics, US politics. And sometimes they come in shadow, sometimes they come in disguise, and sometimes they come with full force themselves. Onia Oshame, It can only take Kevin Taylor to come up with this analysis and come up and understand what is really boiling, brewing underneath Danpare scheme. And if Danpare was being plotted against her, isn't Danpare the one they're supposed to protect? Why is it that they are trying to now tune? They know, say, in order for America for percent, na nipa dasani nyina for ehu so omo no mighty and mighty. They started with films. Omo ye said the World War II no, they said the omo gina ho no mo active films or all of those things na omo dan echi. You see, they started playing using the media. They started using all kinds of media to now prepare the minds of the people to see them as what they are today. And then Akufo-Addo has studied that system and no say it is like a doom. Ganani any an investigative mind because you don't have a sound mind. Ganani bo what Ghana do not have a sound mind to critically analyze something that is hidden. It is only Kevin Taylor and obetimi anyway aba. Menu Kevin Taylor next time ba eya no wato bo aseme so me wa ha eya me de mana ba me be change brodo ebo abodo e ma abodo ye bebre ena me gidi se mo amo wa ha nyina matie ni latte bill is it Kara Stammer mona mukura din akese akuku damfo din bill comes so say NPP are creating an avenue to get rid of the current IGP to bring someone who will help them break the eight. They will never break the eight. Nyankopon hira mo ade asa we enchirechiremu so what you say and we are just a tutor. Kevin Taylor tutor. I just came to tutor those who may not MPP for sabi not one say sometimes in komobi or so over dinner, sometimes over lunch way or some wine way be, and this time it was over dinner, just like Kevin Taylor will give you. Danpare with this analysis said that then maybe dear no about how a plot in Yamaniamo plot Kevin Taylor dear no ya na no she. So I say we American style. I know their money and ganim, not just a yetimati. I say, me jidi say watch a video no, and next time we'll meet you again. And then and share analysis bepe be about almost away MPP for no po be a wabodam say jimensa. And then near see ye ewo EC bosses offices in Yamaniama, a cost machines and ya jumaya bodam a craziness. In fact, a gun near na wajia tum so but bonnie went to modern. Because Mami can say me the world did not, it doesn't run like that. Say, when you see your neighbor being robbed, you call 911. Don't say it is not mine till ukoda. It will repeat. But if you want to stop a cycle, what you do is you make sure say they catch whoever is robbing your neighbor. Ghanaians has allowed themselves for things to happen to them. Meaning say a sinning be emum a yenin na yede no. Ghanaians, you see MPP for at the air schools and busing and as a registering students. They are now eyeing and as a almost targeted school. You see, the DC has made things difficult for all of us. MPP near Jatu, I'll go through the suffering. No, Jimmy, you don't know, say it goes against all of us. What Jimmy? Ghana for Sabi. I'm sorry, but sometimes a Jimmy, it has no basis. It doesn't even have. It is not for man and you're human centered. And so say you go through that. It's your man, your problem, but more and big. NPP 4% who created something to win themselves something, but then they've ended up creating problem for all of us in Ghana. NPP near Jetu say, I will go through the hassle. Instead of fighting for your people to do the right thing, I don't get it. It is only Ghana. And I yet to me kum obi. na NPP force there be a two na a born no a free and camp no let mamika say what you're doing, you're setting precedents for the country, and the country will continue going through trouble and problems, tribulations over and over and over and over, because a see no you did not fight, so it becomes normal now. And nothing as I say appear say bomb no oh the way and say blowing explosion e ba be sisi bebre obeti next time obey na akosi e wo baby a enipa bebregu appear say nipa wu ye just like that. Menua, that is how Ghana man has allowed themselves to go through ebre ekromu asem si baby ekura a developed country ekura nipa tuma omu recognize and as omu nim nipa no sa asem si baby oche sa asem si oche ho a omu nim se giramoa iti egiramoa nso betima besi ni so tie o omu nim se giramoa nso betima besi ni sintu esi oche ho no egiramoa ani a wei adum any chimpanzee kobom ese yeso mbekoma oche sa na esi wokrom a they don't wait till it catches them oche ena ekono but egiramoa say hey ya chikura na moye ni say na me mama mi ntutu so tie me. So egiramoa eko again corrally with elephant, snake, all those people, because our China kana ekroma, that is the way we saw problems. But Ghana need there be away or change and China Ghana ni better no. If we say that is how God the world is created. When you allow it to happen to your brother, the next it is magnetic, it is automatic. That's how God created this world. Now, until you understand this, Minia, Ghana will continue in this cycle. The next bomb away or explosion is going to be somewhere else. The next explosion is going to be somewhere. The same thing. NDC for buy omubeye way. And NDC for a defender. Men who say any NDC ni be defending kwasiasem say said the ekosone. And the NPP near may happen. Yeah, defending because and happen, but nipa. It's happening to the young people who were supposed to vote comfortably, who are supposed to register. They are turning 18. Young youth turning 18. The transaction is supposed to be smooth. G-Mensa say there be omumre because of corona. But guess what? You are setting precedents for yourself. Ghana and this is for baby. Munja. Won't you me complain bio? Any a be ye papa. Ain't you wow me?
Want to visit Canada. And to all Ghanaians in Canada, the time has come for John Dramani Mahama to visit Canada. And the date is set for October the 22nd, with arrangement made by NDC Canada chapter for every Ghanaian to join John Dramani Mahama for lunch at Delta Plaza Hotel, located at 655 Dixie Road in Toronto.
Toronto, JMeba, wow, no so person within a chibanso, October 22nd, and Wahanum live, omu have lunch. JM said Betty and Num Casa, was to Betty, na jandam no, where the brabe wuni fili, bra, nenimu sujina, no sujina, brabe bisan a question, am pa, oh, way, meti, way am pa, and yet chiremenia, yeah. Say, opesa ye chira ye betchiro, so opesa or betchiro into the 22nd to take it and $100 come and have lunch. 100 no baby have lunch. I think so. Maybe bibi na opesa uko be any kasiema ye nuanmo motigana timinya juma. If you want that, and also bra honomo bra ho not to say Ghana no o yankrofo oni ombechichiri krono 2024 after the ensemhunu ya akosui. They need strong visionary people just like yourselves to join force with the NDC to bring Ghana to where it should be. Yanko Ponchiramo, may God bless you all. Have a lovely night. Good evening. Owa hono so na o download We
With Top Connect. Download the app right now. Send money everywhere around the world. No fees, no charges, easy to navigate system. Money is received instantly and no charges, hassle free. Stay connected with Top Connect.
no. Nyankopon Shram. Have a lovely night. Bye bye.